Okay, this is the last in the series on this little treasure box. As you can see, it's finished. Now, what I did was I decided to, by the way, I got this all fitted in and sanded and everything, and I put his name on here. I've stained it with, what was that? I don't even have it here anymore. But I stained it, and then I sprayed it with polyurethane, like something like that. And as you can see, it's got a nice finish to it. And I sanded this edge on a belt sander, got that all smooth, and then basically sanded the rest here by hand with some 80 grit and some other stuff, and got it looking pretty nice. And so I've got a lock on here, and you see there it opens up. And so this actually turned out quite nice. I decided not to change out the screws to get those different screws because I thought this looked just fine. So what I did was I drove these in. Some of them I had to countersink, with a countersink bit. But most of them, no, they just drove in and pulled down below the surface a little bit, and that's all I needed. But there it is. It's finished, and it has this lock on the front. Now let me show you how this lock works. Get the key out. So what you do is you put it down, you turn it, and then you turn this, and then you put the key in the lock, and you lock it up, and then you can't turn this anymore, so you can't open this. And then when you come to open it, you open it up and pull it up, and then you open up the treasure box, and there you are. So it worked. It turned out pretty well, And this is just made out of pine boards that you can buy at the lumber store, and it isn't really a fine piece of furniture or anything like that, but for a little something you can throw together pretty quick, it's not bad. So I'm pretty pleased with it because it really didn't take much to do it, and the amount of materials. Let me put that key in there so we don't lose it. This goes this way. There we go. The amount of materials that it took is about, if you count all the paint and the polyurethane and the stain and all the other pieces of wood and the locks and everything, it's probably about $80, $70 worth of materials. Most of the expense actually is the urethane and things like that, which I didn't use much of. So if you get down to what did I use of the stuff, how many pennies worth of stain and stuff like that, and how much of the wood, I would say it's probably $40 maybe, something like that. And there you have it. So there's the finished little treasure box. Here's David with his treasure box. Show you how it works. Okay, put it in and show how it locks up. There we go. There you go. Okay, see? Now go ahead and show how it locks. That's good. There, now show how. There we go. Yeah, see, then you lock it up. There. Okay, see, that works, huh? There. Okay, is it all set, David? Ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Get your coat.